I just love the weekend when everybody decides to take out their blowers and lawnmowers. Forgive me, everyone who has to listen to that with me. So fun. Hello everyone, it is Samantha and I hope you guys are having a fantastic one today. I'm here today to film an exciting video. It is my October and September book haul. I have received quite a bit of books from publishers lately. Apparently it's fall book review season or something. A lot more than I expected, so I thought I would just do a haul video to share with you guys all of the books that I have been sent, because I've actually been quite good lately and haven't purchased any books, so I'm quite proud of myself. Which is good because I have so many books to read that I feel like I will never get to, ever. So the first book I have to share with you guys is from Tor, and it is Glenn Cook's Port of Shadows, A Chronicle of the Black Company. Black Company is like his most famous series. There's a ton of books in it, and this is the newest book, I think, in like 15 years, and it's going to be turned into a television show, so that's exciting. I have never read this series. I know it is like great grimdark, so I'm hoping to pick it up at some point in the future. And according to Tor, you can start with this one. I may do that, or I'm a bit of a purist, so I may actually just end up buying the first book in the series. We'll see. But I definitely have the newest one in my hands, and it's making me even more intrigued to pick it up. Oh, bless them. The font is nice and big. Sorry, my eyes are getting poor, and I hate how I can't read anything because the font is small. And I am stubborn and don't wear my glasses because that's probably half my problem. The next book I have is also from Tor, and it is Consuming Fire by John Scalzi. This is the sequel to The Collapsing Empire, which came out last year, and I actually really enjoyed. I'm actually currently reading this one, and it's not as exciting as the first one was, so I'm hoping it will get better. We'll see, but I still enjoy his humor, and his books are usually fairly fun, so I am very, very happy that they sent me this because I do enjoy his books quite a bit. Next book is another Tor read, and it is The Phoenix Empress by K. Arsenault Rivera, and I have not read this series yet at all. The first book was The Tiger's Daughter, and I need to pick it up. It's been on my list for quite a while, but they sent me book 2, so I need to get book 1 so I can start the series. I did hear that the book 1 was okay. It wasn't as good as everybody was making it seem, but book 2 is even better. So I am excited to see if that is the case, but I need to get book 1 because I don't have book 1, and that is a very distressing state of affairs. The next book I was sent was from Simon Teen, and it is The Devil's Thief by Lisa Maxwell. This is the sequel to The Last Magician. I have not read this series yet, but I heard it's amazing, so I'm actually going to try and pick it up in the next month or so because it seems like it'll be kind of a quickish read, even though they're kind of big and fun. The only thing I really truly know about this series is that it is set in an alternate historical turn of the century setting, I believe, like in the early 1900s in New York. I could be wrong. But it seems like it's a fun book, and anybody I know who has read it said that they really, really enjoyed it. So I need to read The Last Magician, and then I can pick up The Devil's Thief. The next book I have here I was sent by Penguin, and I was really excited for it. Very excited. And it is this coffee table book, which is Dungeons & Dragons Art and Arcana, a visual history of Dungeons & Dragons. As you guys, I'm putting this down because this book is like seriously 10 pounds. As you guys may know, I actually play Dungeons & Dragons, and it's restreaming here on BookTube. It's a BookTube themed campaign, and you can find it currently on Indie Insomniac's channel, so I'll leave it down below. But we play every Sunday, and we play in a book themed world. It's very exciting. I play the Bard Aisling. I love being a bard. It's a lot of fun, and I have a lot of fun playing it. So I like Dungeons & Dragons. This is the first year I've played it, and I'm addicted. So you guys should check out those streams every Sunday. But needless to say, I was really excited to receive this book because I've gotten into it so much. So it's basically like the history of Dungeons. I'm gonna hurt myself. This is probably why I'm in physical therapy. Anyway, the book is huge and it's full of like a lot of pictures and things. It's like a nice coffee table book. So I was really, really excited to receive this one. Next book I received is this little novella from HarperCollins, and it's Barren, a demon cycle novella by Peter V. Brett. This is part of his overall series, but it features short stories, and they said that you can read this one without having read the books, and I think this would be a good place to start because it is like a paranormal series, so it features demons and about the humans who hide behind wards to basically protect them from the demons, but those wards are failing. So it seems like kind of an exciting read, and I'm excited to read this little novella, and then I think this will determine on whether or not I pick up the actual book series itself. So if you guys have read the series by him, The Demon Cycle, let me know what you guys thought, because I'm very, very curious to hear, because I haven't actually heard that much at all about this series, but it seems very intriguing. The next book here was actually sent by Penguin, and is part of a series that I have yet to read, but has been on my list for years, pretty much since I started BookTube. And it, of course, is the Ransom Riggs Peculiar Children series. This is the newest book, A Map of Days, and it's the 4th novel in Miss Peregrine's Peculiar Children. I've heard mixed reviews about the series, but it's one that I'm interested enough to check out myself and see what my thoughts are. So I have the 4th book. I do actually have the first book, so I just need to pick it up, but I don't know. It seems like a good fall read, you know? Also, the thing that they sent with it was a Viewmaster with like pictures featuring the books, like things from the book, and I was really, really excited about this because I love Viewmasters growing up, so that was awesome. But if you've read the Ransom Rig series, let me know what you guys think of it because I definitely am very intrigued and if I should like pick it up right away. I need to know these things, guys. The next book was one that I also received yesterday from Disney Hyperion, and it is Little White Lies by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. It's all about the 18-year-old auto mechanic Sawyer Taft, whose grandmother, very, very rich grandmother, shows up one day, offers her a 6-figure contract to join debutante society, and so she agrees for the money, mostly for the money, and also to discover the identity of her father. And so it seems like this will be kind of a humorous story. I don't read a lot of contemporary, but the humor is kind of what made me intrigued because I like funny books. They make me happy. So I am very intrigued by this book. Plus the cover's kind of cool, so I don't know. I may pick this one up sooner rather than later. I feel like I say that a lot. One day it will be true. The next few books that was also were all sent by Simon & Schuster as part of like a package for young adult middle grade fantasy fiction, and they all seem kind of intriguing. The first one here is The Cold in Her Bones by Petronelle von Arsdale. This book seems like a really good kind of October read actually, so I should have picked it up sooner, but it follows a young girl named Milla, I think is how you say her name, who lives on the farm on the outskirts of town, and soon a strange girl shows up in the nearby town and they kind of start to become friends, but the girl's hiding a secret, and that is the village is cursed by a demon. And basically, all hell breaks loose, pun intended. So it seems like it'll be kind of an exciting read, although it's funny because it seems a little bit dark, and then it says that it's ages 12 and up. And I'm like, woo, how dark can it be? Hopefully not too dark, because to be honest, I'm not a big horror fan, so hopefully it's more suspenseful than anything else. The next book that I got from them actually seems really exciting. Oh, there's pictures. Wow. I didn't realize that before. Okay, sorry. Anyway, the book is Sky Without Stars by Jessica Brody and Joanne Rendell. And this is a book set in the future of our world where an elite class is ruling. You can't see the stars. There's like these dark clouds that hide everything, and the poor are basically starving on the streets, but there's whispers of a revolution. And it's a multiple character perspective book. It sounds very exciting. And as I was just flipping through, there's like these little passages that have like these pictures and things in them that look kind of cool. So this one in particular really intrigued me. So if anybody else has seen this one or floating around or have heard thoughts, let me know what you think because I am definitely intrigued. The next book here is Girls with Sharp Sticks by Suzanne Young. And this seems like kind of a fun, interesting book. It reminds me of Stepford Wives, only in like an academy setting. Because it follows this girls' school where they're taught to be obedient and demure and all of that nonsense. And our main character of Menna and her friends soon uncover that there's a dark secret hiding in this academy. So seems like a very intriguing, suspenseful book. And I don't know why, it just drew me in. Plus this picture is very creepy. I think it's the picture more than anything else that kind of reminded me of the Stepford Wives, so yeah. We're gonna see how it is. Next book I have here is The Crown of Feathers by Nicki Pawa Preto. And this one is all about phoenixes and phoenix riders, which I thought was pretty exciting because usually you have dragons and dragon rider books, but never phoenixes. What's the plural of phoenix? Well, anyway. You never have those books. It's just very fierce looking phoenix. That's the tongue twister. But the story is about two sisters and a story of betrayal. One wants to be a phoenix rider and one basically screws the other one over. So it seems like it'll be kind of a book full of adventure and political intrigue, which I enjoy those books. And again, phoenixes, or whatever the plural of phoenix is. Words are really hard for me right now. I'm so sorry. I don't know why any of you watch my videos. Then the last book I was sent by Simon & Schuster was Slayer by Kirsten White, I'm sorry. This is a Buffy the Vampire Slayer story. I've never watched Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but I may still pick this up because I'm intrigued. So one day I will watch the show. I don't know why that ship sailed without me. Don't know why, but it did. This book is a tour book, and it is A Fated Sky. This is a sequel to a book they sent me earlier in the year, which was Calculating the Stars, which is all about like these women at NASA, which is a true story, of course, who basically helped get man onto the moon. However, this takes place in an alternate history where basically the entire eastern seaboard, I believe, was destroyed, and so they're helping the US to like get into space because like humanity needs to leave Earth, basically. So this is a sequel to that book. And the final books I have here were all sent from Harper, and I have never heard of this series at all. This was new to me, but they sent me the whole trilogy, and it is the Rift Uprising trilogy by Amy S. Foster, and I have the Rift Frequency book 2, which is the Rift Uprising, and the final book, which is the Rift Coda. And I believe this takes place in an alternate history in space where teens are drafted to become these super soldiers, and they also have to serve to protect these rifts in reality. And our main character, Ren, basically gets involved in this like rebel uprising, basically, and so she's torn between like her duties and helping the rebels and all of that stuff. So basically it sounds like, you know, a revolutionary book in space, which, you know, I can be all for. So it seems like it'll be a series that will be a fast read, but I haven't heard anybody talk about it. So if you have read these books, let me know what you think, because I am very, very curious. Alright guys, that is it for my September and October book haul. Those are all the books I have gotten the past couple of months. Again, if you have read any of these, let me know your thoughts, because I'm very curious to hear what you guys all think. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Until next time, happy reading. Bye!